American figure skater Alysa Liu won Olympic gold at the 2026 Winter Olympics, breaking a 24-year drought for U.S. women's figure skating. But the real story isn't that she won, it's how her brain did it. Because Alysa has ADHD, and her journey to the 2026 Winter Olympics proves something massive. The thing that society calls a disorder can actually be an elite superpower, but only if we stop fighting it. Figure skating is incredibly strict. You are told what to wear, exactly what to eat, and how to move every single second. For a brain without ADHD, that creates discipline. For a brain with ADHD, it is a recipe for total mental burnout. Our ADHD brains need freedom. We have to actually want to do something in order to get it done. Without that, we hit a wall. In 2022, at the age of just 16 years old, Alysa hit that wall. She retired from the sport completely. She said she felt like a puppet. She had lost all control over her own life, and her brain just shut down. But 2 years later, Alysa came back on her own terms. She fired the super strict system. She built an ADHD-friendly team that let her pick her own hours and choose her own music. In an interview, she set a massive boundary. She said, quote, "No one is going to starve me or tell me what I can and can't eat," end quote. Alysa refused to hide her ADHD anymore. She took back her control, and once she did, she used her unique ADHD brain wiring to dominate the ice. Let me give you a perfect example. In 2025, at a major skating competition, Alysa stumbled during a jump. Now, in figure skating, when a person stumbles during a jump, it usually ruins the math for the rest of the routine. The figure skater usually panics. But reporters noticed something very unique about Alysa when she stumbled. She didn't panic, she smiled. See, when everything goes wrong, an ADHD brain gets a sudden rush of dopamine. Alysa told ESPN that she, quote, "loves situations she isn't expecting," end quote. Having to recalculate her jumps at 20 miles per hour wasn't a crisis for Alysa. It was a fun, fast-paced puzzle. She tapped directly into ADHD hyperfocus. That is the weirdest thing about the ADHD brain. Put us in a quiet room with a spreadsheet and we fall apart. But put us in the middle of the Olympics, millions of people watching, immense pressure. Alysa said that is exactly where she felt peak happiness. The craziness and loudness of the Olympic arena actually calmed her down. And that's exactly how the Holderness family won the amazing race. Alysa won the gold because she stopped caring about the medal. She told the press, quote, "I skate because I like to skate," end quote. How many of us are burning ourselves out trying to force our ADHD brains into a normal box? At home, at work, in our relationships? We aren't broken, but we have to stop letting other people write the instruction manual for our brains. An ADHD brain just won Olympic gold simply by refusing to pretend to be normal. What could we accomplish if we stopped fighting our brain today? Congratulations, Alysa Liu, on your Olympic gold. You've taught us all a lesson and you've made the ADHD community proud.